In my last video, I did say that I want to have lazy egg videos, and I it's true since there's an example in my last video, so you should check that out. Anyway, we'll go back to What If Goku Was Female, Part 7. Now, in the last part, Vegeta went to Planet Namek in search to get all the 7 Dragon Balls to himself, so he could become immortal. While that, Raditz, Chi-Chi, Gohan, Piccolo, and Krillin arrive on Namek. Also, Bulma's there. I didn't forget about her. They're able to stop some of the Doria on their tracks, and now the Ginyu Force are being called. Let us continue this part. Right now, the other Sea Fighters decided to go to Guru's place. Then they lead them there. Guru tells them that he senses great potential in them, so he unlocks Gohan's potential, then Krillin's. As for Raditz, he decided not to, since Raditz is still not pure-hearted. I mean, he is a good person, but still, he still sensed some bad in him, so he decided not to unlock his potential. But he does unlock Piccolo's, which Piccolo gets a huge boost in power. Guru decided that they should take Nail with him to fight the Ginyu Force, since he sensed 5 power levels are heading towards Namek, which everyone believes is Goku for a minute, but Vegeta came in telling them that it's the Ginyu Force, which they all have to team up to fight them, since the Ginyu Force are the most powerful Frieza soldiers they ever had. Everyone put their side between for now, and they have a common enemy. So the Sea Fighters are getting ready to find the Dragon Balls fast as per normal. Nail's about to come along, but until Frieza steps in, which Nail has to distract Frieza for now. Of course, the Ginyu Force came in first, got all the 7 Dragon Balls as Ginyu flashed away with all the 7 Dragon Balls in his hands. Golden will go first, he'll die as originally. Next, Recoome. This time the Sea Fighters are able to jump on Recoome. They're not gonna be fair, all of them are jumping over him, and Recoome is quickly overwhelmed. Because not only that, Gohan and Krillin are stronger, there's also Piccolo there, which is actually stronger than Frieza since he got his potential unlocked. Well, at least half of Frieza's power, so that means that he's the most powerful Namekian right now. But not also that, he also has Kaioken too. So because of that, he able to destroy Recoome with one single punch. Recoome is out cold, which Bertrand and Jace are shocked. They thought that it was a bluff, so they checked the scatters, which they able to sense Piccolo's power level is around 300,000. They decided that they had to fly away to get Captain Ginyu, but before they can, Vegeta and the Raditz jumps it away, decided to fight them, and Recoome and Jade had no choice but to fight back. Of course, the battle is not too intense until Note and Beat arrives. They decided to jump in the battle, help their friends, and they're able to defeat Recoome and Jace. But Vegeta will kill them, seeing that he still wants to kill them in a way. That's the reason, yeah. Now, arriving in Namek, Note is pretty much more powerful than her cannon itself. Strike stronger than Goku when he first arrived on Namek. Because, as I said, Note, I forgot to mention that Note, she still has her Saiyan tail with her. Same with Beat. Vegeta, he lost his tail a long time ago. Raditz, he still has his. So, which means that they could get stronger since a Saiyan tail has great potential within them. In short answer, Note and Beat are pretty powerful than their canon selves. Later, Captain Ginyu is watching his ship. He's trying to call his men to see if they're doing alright, until he gets no response. He tried calling Bertrand, no answer. Bertrand, no answer. Ginyu, no answer. Wait, he's calling himself. How dumb is he? He just realized something. All his men are being killed. He gets pretty angry and decided to fly where the place that his men were at. He's assuming the worst. They're either knocked out, or their scouts are broken, or on the other hand, they're either getting killed. Which his third answer was correct. All his men were killed on the ground, with some of them bodies are vaporized. Ginyu get pretty angry, and Vegeta just gloats and take all the credit saying that he killed them. Of course, this is a mistake of his part since that Ginyu decided he's going to steal Vegeta's body, which he successfully did, and he decided to attack the Sea Fighters. But of course, it was a grave error for Captain Ginyu since that Piccolo is there. He decided to fight Vegeta since he has an unsettled business to do, so he's able to beat down Vegeta and Ginyu. Ginyu decided that he wants to swap bodies with Piccolo, seeing him the strongest. But of course, Vegeta and Ginyu's body jumping away, swapping their bodies back. Vegeta disgusted that his body had been stolen and let his guard down. And Piccolo, he decided to kill Ginyu, and Ginyu is killed. And because of that, everyone is now safe. Note right now, she's still alive and pretty well, so she doesn't get into a healing pod, sadly. But it's fine, I guess, since they have more members and more teams in a way. Everyone decided that they're going to go to get the Dragon Balls, and they decided to find out with the Dragon Radar, which everyone decided to fly off to Frieza's ship. Of course, Nail's getting bodied by Frieza, as per normal, just as Frieza needed the password for the Dragon Balls, which Nail refused to get so. Back to the Sea Fighters, they're able to collect all 7 Dragon Balls. Really, the Sea Fighters didn't have really much of a wish. The only came here reason for a wish is to revive Tien and Yamcha, possibly Chaozu too. Right? And for Vegeta right now, he just wants to be immortal, really. So they're able to summon Porunga. The first wish is to bring back the ones who were killed, probably Tien and Yamcha. I don't remember already. I should have watched the parts. I apologize, because as I said, a lost in schedule. So either way, Tien, Yamcha, or Chaozu, whatever, whoever dies, they've been revived. So meaning that they will have one wish left. Vegeta's getting impatient, saying he wants to be immortal right now, right there. Piccolo, right now, he'll probably think like he probably could have saved from Namek if he made Guru, if he helped Guru somehow. But before either of them could have their wish, the Dragon Balls turned to stone right there and then, in front of their eyes. And now he already spilled the beans by now. Frieza arrives to the Sea Fighter, pretty pissed that he didn't get his wish, and now Dragon Balls has suddenly turned to stone, meaning that he cannot get his wish at all. Right now he's pretty angry, and that not only his army were killed by the Sea Fighters, but his wish wasn't granted. Right now he wants to take his anger out the Sea Fighters, getting ready to kill them all. Vegeta will be to the same power level. He will still fight Frieza in his first form, and he even brags him to transform already, which he gladly does. Instantly a biggest mistake. Vegeta gets beats down. But when Piccolo about to jump in, Nail actually communicated to him through his mind, telling him to come, which Piccolo will fly away, which Gohan's confused with where Piccolo's going. Naruto and B decided to both use Kaioken to fight second form Frieza, which they actually able to completely overpower him. Frieza goes to his third form and actually able to hold his own against them. Piccolo arrives back to the Sea Fighters, now fusing with Nail, becoming the strongest Namekian. He has potential unlock and fuse with Nail, but not only that, he has Kaioken as well. So he goes to Kaioken times 2 and completely destroys Frieza. Frieza has seen enough. He uses energy to blow his enemies away and transform to his final form. And the first thing he does, he went to kill the weakest person right now. He had his eyes set on Chi-Chi and Raditz, but before he could kill them, Piccolo jumps in the way, get hit by the shot, but not impaling him. He's taken a little bit damage since he's more stronger. Which Piccolo and Frieza battle will play out the same like Goku did, but pretty much he's still getting bodied. Vegeta would still get the idea of killing himself and bringing back to life, since Dende's still alive, and Frieza didn't notice Dende at all yet. Dende already did heal Vegeta for the first time, then no and beat, and he decided that he's going to heal Vegeta again, but he has been convincing from the others, and they're able to revive him. Vegeta's getting cocky that he just called himself the Super Saiyan, but of course he ended up dying because he told Piccolo to Z away. He wants to fight Frieza next, but Vegeta just lets him because he doesn't really care, and because of that Vegeta dies. He lands next to Note. telling him the whole speech about the Saiyan race, Frieza kill everyone. It was blah 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 as Vegeta dies. The reason why they didn't have time to heal Vegeta right there because they're about to, but Frieza noticed that day and shot a death beam at him, killing him instantly. No decided that she's gonna fight Frieza by herself, so she went to Kaioken times 20, and she able to damage Frieza originally. But still, she did damage him a lot in the original, but still, Frieza is still standing. He wanted to kill everyone right now. No decided that she's gonna use the Spirit Bomb, and tells everyone to hold him off, which they all did. And Raditz, he decided to use a Power Ball and turn himself to a Grade A, which that doesn't really help much, but at least it's a good attraction. And this time, Note is able to gather more and more energy longer. She decided to throw the Spirit Bomb at Frieza, and surprisingly, since Frieza is much damaged and much more tired out, he couldn't even hold up the Spirit Bomb. He gets hit by it. Of course, he's not dead. He still rises up, and he kills. The first he did, shot that beam at Piccolo. Then he shot 2 more towards Chi-Chi and also to Raditz. Which Chi-Chi, sadly, she actually dies by that death beam. As for Raditz survives barely. Same with Piccolo. And because of that, Frieza still kills Krillin. Nose gets pretty angry, turns Super Saiyan, and she chose Gohan to leave with the others, grab them, take to the ship. Which Gohan does. Same with Beats, but Beat wanted to stay with No, but No just angrily shouted him to just leave. Which he does, pretty much scared. And of course, this time this battle is pretty much different. Since Note is more stronger than Cannon, her power level is even more higher as a Super Saiyan. As for Frieza was much damaged by Raditz, then Piccolo, then Vegeta. Well, Vegeta does less damage, so it doesn't really matter. Because of that, he's much weaker too. So he had to go full power from the start. When he saw Note as a Super Saiyan, fearing that the Super Saiyan form is actually true, the legend is true that he feared the most. And because of that, Note right now is beating down Frieza to a pulp. Note trying to give Frieza multiple chances to leave the planet now and never come back, but Frieza's arrogance gets in his way. He refused to lose to a monkey, especially to a woman of all people. And because of that, it makes Frieza even more angry and more reason why not to leave the planet. He wants her to die by his hands. He wants to make her suffer, but sadly Frieza couldn't, since he's too weak and he couldn't barely use any powers. He did try to blow up Namek, which he successfully did, but only blew up at least this time 7 minutes since his powers is quite low. And right now, Note is beating down Frieza. They're able to wish back all Manekins back to life with the Earth Dragon Balls, and they'd all be teleported away from the Namek, and they'll all be teleported to Earth. Guru, of course, could be dying quite soon, but he does have one request since Nail actually explained this to him. And of course, since Guru sensed great potential in Piccolo, not only Piccolo is much stronger than Kennen, but he actually met him and knows about calming too. So he decided that he's going to give Piccolo one last gift. He wants him to fuse with him. Piccolo is shocked by this, and all the Mechanics too, which Guru said that there will be a next Elder in Namek, and right now he has no place to be here. Piccolo understands this, and he fusing with Guru, now becoming even more stronger than ever, and more intelligent too. Even learning some of them in the book of Maneki Legends inside of him. Well, not all the knowledge, but he has some knowledge. And he has some knowledge about the Super Saiyan God, but he keeps up to himself for now. Of course, Note and Namek will still play out the same. Frieza still gets blasted in the face. Note able to use the this time Frieza ship and go to Yard Dread, and that's it for the way. Bye.